So we are following Robbie. He has a surprise for me, apparently.
How you doing, man?
Good, brother. How are you?
Doing good.
Good to see you, man.
Likewise.
Surprise, guys. This is the color of the bumpers. I'm kidding. So as you can see, they have been primered and prepped for paint. This is very cool. So we have a really interesting paint theme that's going to go on with this bumper. And the reason why is because this is the Stealth Lone Star series. And this back portion right here is going to be the Road Armor Identity series. The Identity series is a 3-part modular bumper. So it's going to have a center portion and it's going to have these parts that attach to the side. These are going to be a different color than the center portion. I can probably surmise that most people can guess what color we're going to use for the outside. It's the inside that's probably going to throw some people off. We're going to follow that same theme to this front Lone Star series bumper as well, because I think it will look really good. Now the only difference here is there's no dedicated cutoff point. You do have some of these curves right here, so we're going to do something a little different. I'm going to keep it a surprise still, but I think when it's done it's going to look pretty amazing. This is going to look really good. We'll be back. And in this box is something new that'll be going on the new Road Armor bumpers. Yes, I have an M12000 winch on my existing bumpers, but I have a good partnership with Warren, and they said that that is actually too small for my specific truck, and they recommended something a little bit bigger. So in this box is the biggest possible winch we can throw on the bumper. So that'll be really cool whenever we get the bumpers back from powder coating and we can put these on it. So hang tight for that one. But the point of today's video is to look at trucks like this. So this is a pre-owned Chevy 3500 HD Silverado. It's had significant modifications done to it, primarily and most notably wheels, tires, and a significant lift. It's an 8-inch lift kit. Now, when you do that to a truck, you have to be careful because a lot of things are affected. The entire geometry of the suspension is impacted, as well as your ability to use this truck to tow safely. Now, I know a lot of people have lifted trucks and they've done modifications very similar to this, and they use their trucks to lift. But the thing you have to be very careful of is by changing out suspension components, you alter the factory geometry and how the truck was designed to actually tow. And looking in the bed of this truck, you'll see that it has a installed B&W turnover ball in the back, which is a gooseneck hitch. Down below, of course, you'll have the factory receiver here. The key you want to remember about when you make changes like this to a vehicle changes how the truck can actually control the trailer, especially in adverse conditions, as well as understanding what type of trailers you can now tow behind a truck like this. What a lot of people don't realize is when you put very large tires on a truck, the tire will inherently cause sway. So people will put lift kits on their trucks, they'll put these big tires on their trucks, and as you can see, the tire is kind of bowing out a little bit on the side. What happens when you put a lot of weight in the back is that tire is going to flex side to side. So people that use a truck like this to haul a gooseneck or even a conventional trailer or a fifth wheel, which a fifth wheel would be very difficult to hitch behind this just because of the overall bed height, you're going to possibly experience a significant amount of sway simply because the tires are going to be flexing side to side as you go down the road. If the trailer starts to move or shimmy, you're going to see that transfer to the tire itself and even the tread block with such large tread blocks. So you have to be cautious of all sorts of different things when you decide to lift a vehicle because it can change the entire driving and towing dynamics once you've done things like that. Even having the front lift can impact the performance while towing, simply because a lot of these kits require you to change out or highly modify how the rear suspension works. So when you put a lot of weight in the backs tend to sag more than they might normally without a lift kit. And what that ends up doing to the front is it makes the front sit even higher. And you can definitely have some more instability up on the front of the truck when you add a lot of weight to the back. Now, I'm not telling you that you can't do something like this to your truck or that you shouldn't. A lot of people love to do modifications like this and then they use the truck to tow. You just have to be more cautious about the modifications you do and how they can impact the vehicle's towing dynamics, and really understand what it can do in terms of sway as well as weight and balance with the overall rig. I do have to admit, though, the truck does look good. I'm not a big fan of tires sticking out past the fenders, but I know a lot of people in the off-road community are. I know people sometimes really love the look of the back tires when the dually tire sticks out, and this one's sticking out about 4 inches past the fender. You know, and the overall price of this truck really isn't bad. It's a 2013 LTZ 3500 HD. It's got 90,000 miles on it, four-wheel drive, 6.6 liter Duramax, 36,901. It's actually a pretty well-equipped truck. And I know I just got back from California where they had a ton of these GMC Denali's out there, and we took the new AT4 Sierra around the mountains, but these are really, really beautiful trucks. It's nice to see that the dealerships are getting more and more of these in. And of course, because this is a Denali, it has the multi-pro tailgate. It is a very cool option. If you're not going to be keeping a hitch in the back, it's actually a pretty nice option to have, and it gives you a lot of really great features that could come in very practical for most people. You know, and every time I film a truck that has a lot of chrome on it, I get reactions both ways. I get a lot of people that say they love chrome, they want more chrome, where is all the chrome? And then I get folks that say there's way too much chrome and they need to black everything out or they need to color match everything. In my opinion, I think some trucks look really good with a lot of chrome and other packages look better without a lot of chrome. The Denali, to me, is one of those really, really good-looking trim packages with chrome. They add it in the right ways. It's definitely designed to be more of a luxury-looking package, and I think they nail it in terms of placement and where it is. It definitely adds the bold statement that a lot of people want when they're buying a Denali. Anyways, guys, as always, thank you for watching my channel. If you haven't had a chance, please take a moment, subscribe to my channel, give me a thumbs up, and we will talk to you again very soon.